Hi, I'm Jesse. This is Central Park made out of Legos. I made it myself and I'm really proud. It took about 4 months, and despite playing with Legos my whole life and playing with them a lot in the past few years with my daughter, this is my first official MOC. It stands for my own creation, my first formal Lego independent structure that I designed and created myself. So why did I choose Central Park? Well, I'm a New Yorker. I've lived in New York for 20 years. I love the city. I love Central Park in particular. I lead a group called the Central Park Sketching Meetup. So I know every single inch of the park by heart, and I love it. One thing is that I looked online and saw that Central Park hadn't been done before out of Legos that I could find. So I was excited about that. And I think parks and trees don't get enough love from Lego. So I had this idea years ago and I started it and I sort of put it away because it got too hard. And I wanted to focus on my modular city. So I have a city of Lego designed buildings, not MOCs. And as part of that, I made a small park for that city because again, Lego doesn't have parks. That sort of gave me the confidence to get back into this project. But when I went back and looked at it, it was too big. I don't know what I was thinking. It was enormous, the scale of it. And I had measured it and it was to scale, and I had gone to the site and taken all these pictures and really was excited about how I had designed it, but it was way too big. And in our New York City apartment, there was nowhere to put it. It didn't make any sense. But then I decided to resize it and it came out to something much more reasonable. So let's go through the park. I'll show off what I've done, the different pieces of it, and then we can walk through the building process and how I built it. So Central Park is the most visited urban park in the United States. It has 42 million visitors annually, which is really impressive. And my favorite fact about it is it's the most filmed location in the world. It was designed by two people, Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux, finished in 1876. And this particular scene, this isn't all of Central Park, of course, which is enormous and which was tempting, but decided to focus it a little bit. This is Bethesda Terrace, which is sort of the heart and centerpiece of the park. It's right in the middle. And it shows this beautiful terrace capped by this fountain. The statue on the fountain is the Angel of the Waters. It's a statue by Emma Stebbins. And the whole scene is just gorgeous. It's known for canoeing in these little boats, horse-drawn carriages, musicians playing, all these people enjoying the park, and especially this scene of it. And I've tried to recapture as much of that as I can here. And here we are at Bethesda Terrace in Central Park. It's a beautiful spring day, one of the first warm days of the year. And you can see the fountain behind me, the flags, you can hear the music, I can smell the horses. It's really beautiful. So let's walk through the park. We'll start at this end. Up here you can see a horse-drawn carriage. Someone riding in the carriage there. And this is along the road that runs along the top of the terrace. We have some people looking out over the balcony, and it's just a really incredible view to be able to stand up there and look out at the fountain. We've got little flowers in pots at the top of the stairs. On either side, the whole thing is symmetrical left to right. Little posts in the ground by the road. We've got 5 trees. Now in reality there are dozens of trees in this scene alone, but I chose to only recreate a couple. If we walk down the stairs here to the main part of the terrace, you can see some people walking down the stairs. I'm really proud of the stairs in particular because of the railings and these sort of diagonal fences that were put in. I think it captures the design of them. In reality, they have all these intricate ornate carvings that I couldn't recreate. The main base of the terrace here is this red brick, and I tried to recreate the pattern. It's this really beautiful pattern, and the bricks themselves are even going in a diagonal interlocking pattern within each section. Then we come to the fountain itself, Angel of the Waters. It's beautiful. I recreated some water. There are some shimmery glitter blocks there. There's bubbles from the water falling. The fountain is sort of unique in that it has plantings within it. Sometimes they're lilies or different things. Just really beautiful. And they're always very organic and not too formal, and I tried to capture that here. Got some people admiring the fountain. More trees. At the end of the terrace are these two poles with flags on them. I made brick-built flags. There's one canoe in the water. It's not a long canoe, it's sort of truncated at the back, but that's actually what they're really like. The water itself came out a little too blue. It looks a little like the Caribbean, but was still the best representation of water I thought that I could put in, and I think it makes sense. We've got a little violinist here, and that you usually find musicians on the terrace playing. Got a lot of vegetation that I added in, a lot of diversity of different plants. You can see the view back from the other side here. And then on either side, the left and the right of the terrace, are these paths that go down other stairs and wind all the way around to the bottom of the terrace. And one difference between real life is that the space there is actually much wider, but I condensed it to fit. Added flowers and landscaping throughout. And then down underneath is really exciting because I put in stickers of the murals, trying to capture the murals that are underneath the raised terrace here. So let's go around to the back where we can see that better. And here's someone inside enjoying them. But you can see the murals on the side, and I actually took the real murals, recreated them as small stickers and printed them out and stuck them on here. And you can see the view from in here of the fountain, just like in real life at the real Central Park. Your song. Here's a shot of it all together. All in all, I think it came out really well. Some of my favorite parts are the fountain, which took a long time to try to recreate, the horse-drawn carriage, the flowers, the landscaping. I think it came together well. And here's a guest cameo from my daughter, Sienna, who's going to talk about all the people that we put into the scene.
This is a family. These are a family with babies. This is a family. This is a family. These are twins. Identical. All the people are in Central Park.
So in the end, I found that building a MOC was very fulfilling, much more so than building the Lego sets, although those are great as well. And it's just really exciting to see how it came out. It matches what I had in my mind, which is always a nice surprise. And I'm just really excited to get to have shared it with you. And I hope you like it. Please feel free to share in the comments what you think I should do next. If you have any other Lego ideas or Lego creations of your own. And I'm looking forward to sharing more. Thanks a lot.